pretty much everything you need to know about taming and using a Velonasaur in ARK Survival Evolved. Velonasaurs are only located within the desert biome in the southeastern section of the ARK Extinction DLC map. There's no particular spawn point within the biome, they're kinda just all over the place, and given their violent nature, they can cover some pretty good distance after they've spawned. Just follow the trail of corpses and skid marks of blood to find yourself one of these dilos on cocaine. So let's dive into taming here. Velonasaurs are a standard knockout tame, so use your best means possible to knock a thing unconscious. They have a low level of torpor and will knock out quickly, but because of their constant damage output and how quickly they can shred armor, I'd recommend using a long neck rifle with shocking tranq darts if you're able to. So there are a couple of methods for knocking these things out effectively. Method number 1 is to use a tribe mate to get the Velonasaur's attention and then have them hide behind objects to line of sight the Velonasaur's quills while you knock the thing unconscious. Method number 2 is pretty much the same thing, except you're doing it solo, so use your surroundings to line of sight the Velonasaur and then shoot it whenever you can. Method number 3 is to run close to the Velonasaur and then knock it out within melee distance so that it uses its swipe attacks and not its ranged quill attacks. And finally, method number 4 is to use another creature to tank the Velonasaur while you try to knock it out. So simply run up and smack the thing once to get it aggroed on your creature, then dismount, move back a distance, and begin the tranking process. This is my personal favorite of the methods because you don't need any outside assistance from tribe mates, and you don't risk damaging any armor. Although Velonasaurs have a low torpor level, it drains very slowly, so unless you're using a lower tier of food to tame it, you shouldn't have to use any narcotics to keep it knocked out. Once the Velonasaur is unconscious, you can tame it like most other creatures on ARK, by shoving various things into its mouth until it loves you. Why won't you love me? The Velonasaur's top 3 foods are regular egg kibble or regular augmented kibble, raw mutton, and raw prime meat. Velonasaurs tame fairly fast, but because of the dangerous area that they're in, I would recommend protecting them with a structure of some kind until they're tame. So let's run through some controls here. Velonasaurs have a left mouse button swipe that does minimal damage, a right mouse button shotgun attack that does ludicrous amounts of damage, a control plus left mouse button manual turret mode, and a standard but less than effective jump with the spacebar. Velonasaurs also feature an automatic turret mode engageable by navigating the scroll menu. So what is a Velonasaur's real usage, aside from questionable sex acts, of course? Well, let me tell you how these things will shatter your world. Velonasaurs can make a great land mount due to their high pool of health, stamina, damage, and half-decent movement speed. So if you're looking for a general all-around travel mount, I would recommend investing feat points into mostly health, stamina, and movement speed to get the most bang for your buck. If you're looking for a war mount, you'll want to invest your points into health, stamina, and damage. Their manual turret mode is fantastic for killing enemies from a distance, and the up-close shotgun attack will absolutely shred other players and creatures. Personally though, I think the automatic turret mode is the most useful aspect of these things overall. You'll want to put all feat points into health and stamina, and here's why. When set to this mode, and by adjusting their behavior to aggressive and tweaking their targeting range a little bit, Velonasaurs can act as stationary turrets that will attack anything that comes within range. The best part about this is that it uses no resources or fuel, it simply runs off the Velonasaur's stamina pool, so the higher the stamina, the longer it can shoot. If the Velonasaur is shooting a flying creature, the quills it shoots will force the creature to land on the ground. As a downside though, the Velonasaur's melee damage multiplier is ignored when in this automatic turret mode, so they'll do the same amount of damage to every creature regardless of their melee damage. Also, they can't shoot down rockets shot by enemy players, so they can't act as a total replacement for actual turrets. This turret mode makes the Velonasaur an insanely useful creature. They make for fantastic base defense for one, but more importantly, they can act as a never-ending, fuelless turret that can be positioned around supply drops and element nodes on the Extinction map. This makes life a lot easier, because then the Velonasaurs can quickly deal with the corrupted Pteranodons and Wyverns that fly towards the center of the node, either killing them all together, or at the very least forcing them to land so that your tribe mates or other tamed creatures can quickly kill them. Alright, well that about wraps up this video. If you enjoyed, please be sure to press that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and please leave me comments down below because I love comments!